A minor, minimally invasive surgery turned into a 9-hour fight for life, and a 5-month-old baby never came back. What was supposed to be a simple minimally invasive procedure turned into a 9-hour struggle between life and death for a 5-month-old baby girl named Xiao Luoxi, a struggle she ultimately did not survive. Operating room surveillance footage mysteriously disappeared. Hospital records are suspected of being falsified. An autopsy later revealed that she never needed surgery at all. After the news broke, even well-known singer Han Hong publicly spoke out. Even more chilling, online discussions were deleted, and Xiao Luoxi's family appeared to be harmonized into silence. When will the truth behind this tragedy finally come to light? Today, we are talking about an event that has broken the hearts of people across China, the Xiao Luoxi case. This tragedy, which occurred in November 2025, not only took the life of an innocent 5-month-old baby, but also exposed the dark underbelly of China's medical system. This is no longer a simple medical accident. It is a mirror reflecting a brutal game between power, profit, and human life. Let's walk through what happened, step by step, and bring the truth into the open. If this story moves you, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, so more people can see it. A routine checkup that turned into a nightmare. Xiao Luoxi was born prematurely at 34 weeks, weighing only 1.5 kilograms. Her mother was also of advanced maternal age, and the pregnancy was extremely difficult. Fortunately, Luoxi was a fighter. As she grew, she became chubby and healthy-looking. Her parents were careful, taking her every month for developmental checkups. All indicators were normal. No one could have imagined that November 11th, a routine physical exam, would become the turning point of the family's fate, a nightmare they have yet to wake up from. That day, her parents took her to Ningbo University-affiliated Women and Children's Hospital to confirm that her development remained stable. Then came the heart ultrasound report, and everything changed. The report claimed Luoxi had 2 secundum atrial septal defects, one measuring 3 mm, the other 7 mm. For young parents hearing the words heart defect for the first time, just hearing a hole in the heart was enough to make them collapse in fear. Seeking reassurance, they booked the hospital's most expensive specialist appointment and met Dr. Chen, director of cardiothoracic surgery. Dr. Chen appeared authoritative and confident. He quickly concluded that Luoxi's condition was not a simple ASD, but a so-called mixed-type atrial septal defect, with a large defect that fully met surgical criteria. He warned them repeatedly, without surgery, the child might develop pulmonary hypertension, fail to grow properly, or even suffer cerebral palsy. Each sentence weighed heavily on the parents. Luoxi's mother hesitated. She had researched privately and knew that many premature infants' heart defects can self-heal within the first year. She cautiously asked whether they could wait and observe. Dr. Chen firmly rejected the idea, insisting that delay would multiply the risks. At the same time, he reassured them that this was merely a minimally invasive underarm procedure, lasting 2.5 to 3 hours, with a very high success rate. He emphasized that since 1991, he had performed thousands of similar surgeries, with only one unsuccessful case. Faced with professional jargon, authority, and unwavering confidence, the parents felt they had no room to object. They kept telling themselves, "He's experienced. He's confident. Entrusting our child to him should be safe." They never imagined that this exam, meant to bring peace of mind, would instead push Luoxi onto a path from which there was no return. A minor surgery becomes a life-and-death ordeal. On November 12, Luoxi was admitted. The family was not overly anxious, because the doctors kept describing the procedure as entry-level, low-risk, short duration, fast recovery. They even began planning a small outing after her discharge. On November 14 at 7 a.m., Luoxi was wheeled into the operating room. Her mother kissed her forehead, repeating what she had been told countless times. "Just sleep for a bit. We'll see you soon." The surgery was expected to take 2 to 3 hours. At first, the family waited calmly. But time dragged on. Morning passed. Noon passed. By 2 p.m., there was still no news. The operating room door remained shut, eerily silent. Around 3:30 p.m., an assisting doctor emerged and admitted the surgery was far more difficult than expected. The cardiopulmonary bypass time was too long. Heart and lung function deteriorated. A pacemaker had been installed. There was pulmonary bleeding. At 4 p.m., Luoshi was finally brought out. What the family saw became a lifelong nightmare. Her body purple, tubes everywhere, tears at the corners of her eyes. Yet doctors told them her vital signs were stable and the surgery was very successful. She would just need ICU observation. By then, Luoshi had been under general anesthesia for 7 hours, nearly 9 hours total, and had fasted for over 24 hours. But the real hell was just beginning. At 8 p.m., doctors said her vitals were unstable. At 9 p.m., the situation worsened. At 10:03 p.m., doctors announced no vital signs. A baby brought in for a minor surgery was gone within 15 hours. Absurdly, later medical records stated. 10:20 p.m., vital signs stable. Operating room surveillance gone, where is the truth? After the tragedy, what broke the family even more was the hospital's attitude, cold, evasive. The family asked one simple question. What happened during those 9 hours? The hospital initially claimed there was no operating room surveillance. Under pressure, they later admitted there was surveillance, but it could not record. A life-saving, high-risk cardiac surgery room with decorative surveillance only, this explanation crushed public trust. The parents persisted, kneeling outside the hospital with banners, only to be pushed away by security. Public outrage erupted. The topic reached #1 on Weibo trending. On December 14, Ningbo Health Commission admitted deficiencies in risk assessment, surgical errors, delayed communication, and dismissed Dr. Chen and others. They claimed one wide-angle camera lacked storage, while another monitored anesthesia only. The family still demanded full footage. No further response came. Meanwhile, familiar patterns appeared. Internet trolls, accusations of foreign forces, and mass deletion of discussions on Zhihu and Weibo. The story was being muted. Autopsy reveals the truth, she never needed surgery. On November 25, Luoshi's father announced an independent autopsy by Professor Lu Liang's forensic team. On December 19, Luoshi's mother released the report. It overturned everything. The autopsy showed only a 3 mm secundum ASD, a common, mild defect with over 80% self-healing rate within 1 year. No complex defects. No emergency surgery indication. Her mother wrote that she collapsed upon reading the report. Doctors told her even without surgery, Luoshi would have lived a normal life. The report also revealed a 6.5 cm rib incision and 5 cm pericardial incision left unsutured. 30 ml blood in the chest cavity, nearly 1/3 of an infant's blood volume. Blood in the airway. A pericardial patch left inside, despite records claiming all patches were removed. Luoshi's father summarized. Diagnosis contradicted reality. Death caused by surgical negligence and massive blood loss. Multiple critical wounds left unsutured. He asked. If our child never had this disease, where did the surgical indication come from? Their demand was never compensation, only truth. Overtreatment in Han Hong speaks out. Dr. Chen's background raised questions, originally a urology specialist, later shifting to pediatric cardiac surgery. 5 months earlier, another infant under his care had died under similar circumstances, unnoticed. Experts pointed to overtreatment driven by research metrics and prestige. On December 20, singer Han Hong wrote. A 3 mm defect could heal naturally. Surgery was reckless. So many errors occurred. This is unacceptable. The child is too pitiful. Was the family harmonized? On December 21, Luoshi's mother posted a calmer video, thanking society, warning against online slander, and stating she still believed in the country, government, and justice. The reaction exploded. Comments flipped instantly. She's been harmonized. Believe the government, run straight to the crematorium. Others expressed sorrow. She lost her child, and can't afford not to believe. Some suggested it was survival strategy under immense pressure. Still, the final words sounded painfully ironic. One comment cut deep. In this system, as long as you're rare, ignorant, or needed, you can be sacrificed. Final question. This is where we pause. Do you believe that under the current environment in mainland China, Xiao Luoxi's family will ever see justice? Leave your thoughts in the comments. If this story moved you, please like this video, it helps more people see it. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss follow-ups. Share this story, because silence is the greatest accomplice to injustice.